That kind of fighter, I'm going to be putting pressure on you even when you're not punching. So it'll be interesting to see how he deals with this.
Look at it, he's lost to guys who are smaller than him. I think it's his, it's his weakness. It's his kryptonite is the faster guys who don't get hit by his big punches.
What is it about this version of Joshua that you feel you can exploit, and what kind of interests you the most about this version of Joshua?
I mean, he's an amazing fighter, one of the best heavyweights ever. I just think with speed and footwork and being in a rhythm, I don't think he can handle that. He doesn't like that because he is a little bit stiff. He does rely on his power. Obviously, you get hit by one of his shots, you're cooked, but I believe...
This is on guys, supported once again, this is TVB. I look at this shit like a BTC.
Anthony Joshua humiliates Jake Paul during a heated IG Live. Joshua spoke with the assurance of a man who already knows the ending. His tone alone made Jake Paul appear completely out of his depth. AJ sounded like someone preparing to outclass, outthink, and overwhelm Jake from the opening bell.
Heavy punches, and I'm going to make sure I'm going to expose him to certain tricks in boxing that he may not have seen yet, and I'm going to bring him to another school of boxing that I don't think he's been.
AJ's words hit with absolute authority. No mystery, no hesitation. He's signaling that this encounter will be decisive, giving Jake Paul zero space to adjust. Every bit of Joshua's experience and power is on display. A warning that only one realistic outcome exists.
Win for you if you just beat him, or do you need to knock him out?
I need to knock him out.
Jake Paul talks boldly, but Anthony Joshua operates on another level entirely. Paul's sneaky shots and body work are small tactics in a chess match he barely understands. AJ's composure, accuracy, and power make it clear that none of Jake's tricks are likely to land with real effect.
Sneaky knockout punches coming. Lots of great work to the body. People underestimate.
Eddie Hearn cuts straight through Paul's hype with brutal honesty. He paints the matchup as nearly one-sided. Paul's inflated confidence runs headfirst into Joshua's experience and raw power. To Hearn, this isn't just a challenge. It's a storm waiting to break over anyone daring to share the ring with AJ.
I think he's got absolutely no chance. I think he's going to get smashed to pieces.
Frank Warren breaks it down with the eye of a seasoned analyst. Joshua's achievements, natural size, and championship-level ring time tower over Jake Paul. This isn't just a heavyweight fight. It's a lesson in how experience, technique, and pedigree bury raw ambition. Paul faces a mountain few could climb.
AJ's a big favourite. For obvious reasons. I mean, I just said double world champion, Olympic gold medalist. He's a natural heavyweight. He's fighting somebody who at the end of the day has had 12 fights, no amateur fights that I'm aware of, and he's a cruiserweight. He's come up to cruiserweight. So it's a...
Dave Allen highlights the unavoidable truth. Jake Paul cannot match Joshua's size or natural heavyweight strength. This isn't a small detail. It's a fundamental gap that will control the pace, power, and dominance of the fight. Paul is stepping into a world where every extra pound becomes a threat.
Oh, really? Jake Paul's a cruiserweight, isn't he? Not even that. He won't be anywhere near as big as partners, man.
Duke McKenzie points to a subtle but crucial factor. Joshua sharpening his skills with Usyk's camp could elevate his already lethal toolkit. Any jump in technique or ring IQ makes Jake Paul's chances nearly non-existent, turning a spectacle into a one-sided technical masterclass.
We're training with the Usyk camp now?
Yeah, he's training with the Usyk camp.
If he's training with the Usyk camp and there's a marked improvement on his performance, he can quite easily clean up again.
Listen,
Carl Froch captures AJ's absolute self-belief. For Joshua, this is business, spectacle, and domination rolled together. He views the fight as routine, a chance to reaffirm his authority. For Jake Paul, this isn't just a challenge. It's a high-risk collision with a disciplined, methodical powerhouse.
Anthony Joshua said, Jake or anyone can get this work, no mercy. I took some time out, I'm coming back with a mega show. Big opportunity for me, whether you like it or not. I'm here to do massive numbers, have big fights and break every record whilst keeping cool, calm and collected. So chilling it. I mean, come on, he's jumping in with fake Paul, who has no experience, no fights, no world ranking at heavyweight. Easy work.
Ben Davison lays out the danger clearly. Jake Paul is playing with fire. While he's seen as a celebrity boxer, the ring is unforgiving. One mistake can carry massive consequences. Davison warns that underestimating Paul's own power is also dangerous, but stepping in against an elite heavyweight like Joshua could expose Paul to the full brutality of top-level boxing.
dangerous in the sense of for the health of Jake, would you say? Yeah.
Yeah, like this is a sport that we love, and I think we need to protect that. And you know, he's one of the most dangerous guys in the world to go step in a ring with. Like, you saw that with Ngannou, who was a seasoned, you know, one of the most durable men on the planet in one of the toughest sports in.
Spencer Oliver paints a bleak outlook for Paul. Facing Anthony Joshua is entering a battlefield most fighters never reach. Joshua has dismantled athletes from other sports with ease, exposing the gaps in skill and experience within minutes. Paul's limited background and losses highlight the immense challenge. This isn't about hype. It's about survival against heavyweight precision.
God help Jake Paul, that's all I can say. We saw that what Anthony Joshua had done to Francis Ngannou. He went out there and iced him in a couple of rounds. A guy coming from a different discipline. Well, this kid's coming from another level. You know, white-collar boxing in 2018, gone through the mill, and the only boxer really that he's actually boxed, a legitimate boxer he got beat by.
Derek Chisora makes it simple. The fight cannot drag on. Joshua's power and finishing instincts mean the longer Paul stays in the ring, the greater the punishment. Chisora's comparison to the Ngannou fight shows how quickly Joshua can dominate. Paul's task isn't endurance, it's surviving the early storm of heavy, accurate power.
I told Anthony, I've already messaged Anthony, I said, listen, I tell you what, I said to AJ, if this goes past 5 rounds, everybody's gonna be having a go at you, because you can't go past 5 rounds with this kid. It has to go past 1 round or 2 rounds. Past beyond 4 or 5 rounds, you know, people are going to be doubting you as a fighter himself. So he has to smoke him out like what he did Francis Ngannou in Saudi Arabia in 1.
Johnny Nelson pulls no punches. Jake Paul is, at best, a domestic-level fighter, someone who brings clicks, not elite credentials. Putting him in with Joshua, a 2-time world champion with Olympic pedigree, borders on surreal. With AJ weighing around 245 pounds, the physical gap alone is enormous. Paul lacks the amateur base and hasn't faced true heavyweights. Nelson's verdict is clear. This is a mismatch Paul can only attempt to survive.
Jake Paul, absolutely crazy. Jake Paul is a domestic level professional fighter here in the UK. Would he win a British title? No, I don't think so. So now they're putting this domestic level fighter in with a former heavyweight 2-time champion of the world. The weight is 245, so I think the last time Anthony Joshua weighed around that was when he boxed.
Tony Jeff gives a balanced take, acknowledging the slim, theoretical chance that Paul could land a knockout, because upsets happen. But reality remains. Joshua is an elite professional with size, speed, experience, and championship intelligence. His finishing ability, sharpened through years of high-level bouts, makes Paul's chances microscopic. This fight is less about possibility and more about Joshua asserting control from the start.
He's going to win this fight by knockout. You would think I'm absolutely crazy, right? But the thing is, it can happen. 10-ounce gloves, heavyweight, Jake Paul can punch hard. But do I think that's going to happen? Absolutely not, mate. Anthony Joshua is an absolute beast, an unbelievable, highly skilled, highly trained, highly experienced professional boxer with power in both hands, and he's really good at...
David Benavidez gets to the core of the issue. Joshua's reputation is built on undeniable dominance. His dismantling of inexperienced opponents is no accident. It's the result of superior timing, footwork, and professional mastery. Jake Paul lacks the depth, strategy, and endurance that AJ has spent decades refining. This matchup exposes the gulf between seasoned championship experience and beginner-level understanding.
Joshua is Anthony Joshua. You know, he's multiple-time champion, Olympic gold medalist. You know what I mean? The last time somebody stepped in the ring with him that didn't have that much boxing experience was Ngannou, and you've seen what happened.
Duke McKenzie underscores the mismatch in both size and experience. Joshua, a fully developed heavyweight, carries immense power and ring knowledge. Jake Paul, smaller and untested at this level, simply hasn't earned the foundation needed to survive against top-tier heavyweights. This isn't just about losing, it's about the physical risks of facing a trained, explosive champion. Paul's survival depends on escaping the non-stop pressure Joshua brings.
Who's 18 stone plus against a much smaller guy who really, he's not, you know, he hasn't earned the right, I don't believe, to fight Anthony Joshua. It's not like he's beaten, 4 or 5, top-line heavyweights, other heavyweights.
As the breakdown concludes, one truth is unavoidable. Anthony Joshua's blend of experience, skill, and raw power makes this matchup overwhelmingly one-sided. Analysts from Nelson to McKenzie highlight the massive gaps in weight, IQ, and experience. Paul may bring hype, but inside the ring, hype means nothing. This isn't merely a fight, it's a demonstration of elite boxing. The only question is how decisively Joshua ends it. Comment below. Does Jake Paul have any real chance, or is this another showcase of AJ's dominance? Like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more inside the ring breakdowns.